Why has your team had so much trouble winning in this building over the last couple of seasons from your perspective?
We haven't played good enough. We got to play better hockey. I mean, it's not anything to do with the building or, we haven't had success against Montreal probably, period. So that's frustrating. But frustration does nothing. We got to play better hockey. So, we got a chance. I think every night in this league, you got to come out. You got to play your best hockey to give yourself a chance to win. We got to come out tonight and play our best hockey. They're a very well coached team. They've got a lot of good players. They play real hard at the net. We got to have to do a better job. And obviously, they've got a great goalie. So we're gonna have to do a better job than we've had.
Jeff, are you playing Evgeny tonight or?
All lineup decisions will be, I guess, not determined, but you'll find out tonight when we play.
With him, I mean, you often do not call up a prospect like that if he's just going to be around for a game or two. What made you decide that this would be a good experience for him?
Well, Evgeny's a little different than other guys because he's been around for a number of years, and he's also been through the roller coaster a little bit. So, I think two reasons why we called him up. One, he isn't a guy that hasn't been through that. We think mentally he can handle coming up potentially and not playing like he did the other night, and he'll be totally fine. It's not going to affect his development. Two, right now we think he's based on his play at the end of the year, at the end of the exhibition season and his play in this first exhibition game, he deserved the call up.
What did you like about him in exhibition?
I didn't know what to think. He'd been out a whole year, so I didn't know what to think. I think what he's done is he's shown he's got a really good skill set he's a big, strong body who can really zip a puck, so he's done a good job with that. I didn't know what to think being off a whole year. I watched him endure lots of pain in his trying to get back to readiness, and he's a great person who works extremely hard, so I'm real happy for him that it feels a little more normal for him now. So we'll see.
Do you believe Anthony Manta is ready to be an impact player in the NHL?
Well, he gets a chance to prove it every night, and I think do I think he's ready? I do think he's ready, but I think he's ready mentally. I think his physical maturity is at a point to where he's ready to do that. He's put on lots of good muscle over the last number of years. He's a big man now who skates really well, has a great shot and real good hands and can make a pass. He's got all the tools to be real successful. So I do, and I also think mentally he's been through ups and downs, and I think he's been through some tough times. And I think when I said this before, like if you can stay and keep your head above water and go through those tough times, you're just better off. You're a better, more prepared player and person after. And I think he's done that. So but he gets a chance to. It doesn't matter what I think. He gets a chance to prove it every night. It's an every night league, and he'll get another chance to prove it tonight.
Coach, is there a Yzerman effect around you on your day-to-day?
Do we get to have him as a player?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm real lucky in the role I've been in here in 5 years. I had a chance to work for one of the most respected hockey guys in Ken Holland, who's going to be a Hall of Famer as a GM, and now I get a chance to work for one of the more respected guys in hockey, and Steve Yzerman, who is a Hall of Famer and is extremely respected, as I said. So, I think I'm just real lucky. I think we've got great leadership. We have had great leadership, and I think it will continue. So I think anytime somebody new comes in, you guys have probably had new bosses come in. You got to make sure you prove yourself to the new boss. I'm sure our guys are doing that. Who?
To prove yourself?
Well, I think every person, coaches, players, everybody is, but that's every day in this business. Like, I think you better, if you sit on your laurels at all, you're gone, and I think you got to prove yourself every day.
What do you enjoy the most about the way Anthony Manta's game evolved early on, and particularly his line mates also? They seem to be bonding very well so far.
Well, one, I think for sure what I've enjoyed the most is his skating. And when he skates, he's an elite player. And so he skated hard on the forecheck. He skated hard on the track. He skated with the puck. When he does those things, to me, that's his fire starter skill. When he does those, the rest comes with it. And so he's done a great job of skating. I think with the confidence of scoring, he's shot the puck more. And, that's something. And, one thing we've talked lots about is the willingness to shoot one-timers, even if they're not right in your wheelhouse, making your wheelhouse a little bit bigger like all the best scorers do. And he's done a good job of that. I think the line is carrying forward what they did at the end of last year. I think the last 8 games or so, they were 3 of the leading scorers in the league. It's a really good combination. Dylan's constantly probably the engine of the line. He's going all the time. Bert's a hard player, but can play with skilled players because he's got that mind and hands and skill set. And Anthony is that great skill package we talked about. So it's been a real good line.
How much do we underestimate the role of Bertuzzi on that line?
Oh, well, if you don't know him well, you underestimate him for sure. He's not the prettiest player ever, but he's got great hockey sense, both offensively and defensively. He's got a great stick to create turnovers, both offensively and defensively. He goes to the net and is very good around the net, but he also has, like I said, the skill level to be able to play with that level of player. And I think those guys are extremely important on any line, and he's extremely important on that line.